NAIDOC Week, 8th to 15th of November 2020. What is NAIDOC? NAIDOC Week is an annual festival to celebrate the history and culture of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. NAIDOC Week is usually celebrated in July. This year, however, celebrations and other activities were postponed to the week from the 8th until the 15th of November due to COVID-19. History of NAIDOC Part 1. NAIDOC is an acronym for National Aboriginal and Islanders Day Observance Committee, which is the organizing committee of NAIDOC Week. The D in NAIDOC refers to the word day, even though NAIDOC is celebrated a week long. This is due to the fact that NAIDOC started as a one-day celebration, but in the 1970s the duration of a day was changed into a week. History of NAIDOC Part 2. Until the 1990s, the name of the committee was NAIDOC, without any reference to the Torres Strait Islanders. The Torres Strait Islanders were included since the 1990s and the name changed to NAIDOC with the IFA Islanders included. Around the same time, the name of the committee also became the name of the week, hence NAIDOC Week. The committee makes the key decisions on national celebrations every year, and its members are representatives from most Australian states and territories. NAIDOC theme in 2020. The NAIDOC theme of this year was, always will be. This phrase refers to Aboriginal Australians and Torres Strait Islanders seeking recognition for the fact that Australia's story doesn't begin with the arrival of the Europeans. Rather, it started thousands of years earlier, with the oldest continuing cultures on the planet, the lives and cultures of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. The committee wants to invite all Australians to celebrate and acknowledge these cultures. Photo. Aboriginal rock painting at Bunjil's Shelter, in the Black Range Scenic Reserve near the Grampians. Testing of the paint indicated that the drawings are thousands of years old. NAIDOC 2020 Celebrations, Awards Ceremony Part 1. Although a wide variety of NAIDOC activities are organized, some activities recur every year, such as the NAIDOC Awards. Awards can be won in different categories such as Sportsperson of the Year, Female, Male Elder of the Year, Artist of the Year, Scholar of the Year, etc. The NAIDOC Awards ceremony is held in a different city each year. In 2019 it was hosted in Canberra, whereas the committee decided to hold the ceremony of 2020 in Palm, Alice Springs. Unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the committee cancelled the NAIDOC Awards ceremony for 2020 and no awards have been given out. Photo. NAIDOC Awards ceremony in 2018. NAIDOC 2020 Celebrations, Awards Ceremony Part 2. Examples of past winners of the awards are David Gulpilil Ridjamariral, renowned Yolngu traditional dancer and actor, in the category Lifetime Achievement, 2019. Amanda Reid, Australian Paralympic swimmer and cyclist with heritage from the Wemba Wemba and Guringai people, in the category Sportsperson of the Year, 2017. NAIDOC 2020 Celebrations, Poster Competition. Another recurring activity is the NAIDOC Poster Competition. The poster award of this year has been won by Noongar and Saibai Islander man Tyrone Waigana. The artwork is called Shape of Land. Waigana's winning entry portrays the rainbow serpent coming out of the Dreamtime to create the Australian landmass, as well as the strong connection Indigenous Australians have with it. Photo. The 2020 National NAIDOC poster, Shape of Land by Tyrone Waigana. NAIDOC activities in and around Melbourne. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most of the NAIDOC activities were live-streamed. The week in Melbourne was kicked off on the 9th of November with a flag-raising and smoking ceremony on Federation Square, opposite of Flanders Street Station. Photo 1. The smoking ceremony on Federation Square in Melbourne. Photo 2. The Torres Strait Islander and the Australian Aboriginal flag raised on Federation Square in Melbourne. City of Melbourne. A Yarn with Erin. The City of Melbourne also live-streamed a panel discussion called A Yarn with Erin. The panel was hosted by well-known Aboriginal Australian television and film actor Erin Pedersen, who recently played in ABC TV's award-winning series Mystery Road. The participants in this panel, Ngara Murray, Jimmy Peters, Janine Coombs and Lisa Rose Thorpe, discussed what NAIDOC in general, as well as this year's NAIDOC theme in particular, means to them. Photo, a still from the video of the live stream show A Yarn with Erin. City of Port Phillip, various activities. The City of Port Phillip live-streamed various activities throughout the week. Senior NAIDOC Dr. Caroline Briggs, for example, opened Port Phillip's NAIDOC Week on the 7th of November with a Welcome to Country. A Welcome to Country ceremony is performed by Aboriginal traditional owners for people visiting their country. These ceremonies vary from speeches of welcome, to traditional dance and/or smoking ceremonies. Another live performance was streamed on the 9th of November, by Alara and Culture Evolves, where the musicians produced some truly mesmerizing tunes. Another interesting example was the live stream of Billy Nursery and Land Care Incorporated, who gave a workshop on growing edible native flora from the Port Phillip area.
Wamanjika, come with a purpose to our beautiful home, the lands of the two great bays. My name is Pavanata Dr. Caroline Briggs AM, the elder of the Yalukit-Willam clan of the Bunwurrung. I'm here today representing my ancestors. We are today meeting on the lands of the Narragee tree in the city of Port Phillip, known as Uruk. And on the lands of my ancestors we pay our respects to those who came before us and those who came after us, our futures, our Yurrumboi. We are here today to celebrate NAIDOC. This year's theme is, always was, always will be. As a member of the Yalukit-Willam clan of the Bunwurrung, Melbourne's first people, I am pleased to be able to welcome you here today. We are here to recognise the commitment you've made here today in paying respects to the spirit of this land and its first people. Through this, you have shown the willingness to honour the sacred ground, our Wurrungi Bik. Today, we also acknowledge the Bunwurrung country. This country is the unceded land of the Bunwurrung, who were the custodians of the land that stretches from the Wilson's Promontory all the way to the mouth of the Werribee River. And it is important for all Australians and fellow countrymen and international guests to understand and appreciate the history, the culture of the first people of Melbourne. We have to play a very significant role in the development of Melbourne both before and after European arrival. And unfortunately our first people are the unknown to many people who live in this land. The struggle to preserve not only our culture and the culture heritage, but the traditions that began with our ancestors in the 1830s. One of the lessons we should take from this struggle was the way our ancestors, our elders, our leaders had forged an alliance that led to many of the achievements that we sometimes take for granted today. Our elders are still here today after 186 years in a continual discussion with leaders of today to advance the recognition and the reconciliation of the First People. Our people of this continent, now known as Australia, while we may have descended from different clans, different language groups, and the other countries across this world, we should all support our elders' rights for a voice to government, our rights for a treaty, which Victoria has now started on that pathway, and the truth-telling about Australia's or this continent's dark history. The word Womanjika translates, come with a purpose. It is also a contract between the people as the custodians of the land and yourself to ensure the laws of Bunjil, our Creator, are adhered to and to guarantee a safe passage for those who commit according to the traditions of the land. Always was, always will be. Our protector, Bunjil, who travels as an eagle, and Baiwan, who protects our waterway, travels as a crow. Bunjil taught us that we have for this land and to always welcome guests, but we have to ask all guests to commit to a number of dumbals, the promises, to ask not to harm our lands, our big bigs. Bunjil's commitment not to harm our Warnies, and particularly not harm Bunjil's children. And those two commitments for a better world. The Dumbal commitment to the Wurrungi Bik, which was made through an exchange of a small bow dipped in the water of the land. So once again, Womanjika, Nungujum.
References. Marwo would like to thank the volunteers who contributed to this presentation. Content and Multimedia, Marit Delang. Acknowledgement of First Peoples by Marwo. Marwo respectfully acknowledges and pays respect to the past, present and future traditional custodians and elders of this nation and the continuation of cultural, spiritual and educational practices of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples.